Welcome to Prosperity Pep Talks. Each day-ish, I'm going to share a short transmission on matriarchal leadership and activating your work as a way of bringing forward your soul's medicine and your inner wisdom. I am an initiated priestess from a lineage of sacred healers and female entrepreneurs, and I've built my business as my devotional offering. I guide sacred healers to weave their medicine and modalities into sovereign wealth-building movements. And this is my little mini live series called Prosperity Pep Talks. So let's begin. Yesterday, we talked about the 4 pillars of sacred leadership. I would love to invite you to revisit that replay if you have yet to listen to it, but you can do that after we're here today. Today, our topic is you are allowed to want more. I have trained over 400 coaches, ritual facilitators, ceremony guides, space holders, healers. And one of the things that I have seen, a pattern I have seen, is that people are afraid to name what they want. Like, we get into a room together and I'm like, what are your goals? What are your visions? And more often than not, people are like, I want to help others. I want to, be of service. And absolutely, ideally we all do, right? But people don't share outwardly their innermost dreams and desires. And it's not that people don't have them, right? We all have big dreams and desires somewhere within us. But it's also that we're afraid to be seen in that desire, especially women. So many of us are conditioned to not be seen trying, to not be seen in the pursuit of our dreams, because along the way we're going to misstep. Along the way we're going to be cringe. Something's going to happen that we have to apologize for. We're going to make a mistake. We're going to have a spelling error or many in an email, right? We're going to have many learning moments. And it's really hard when you step up in leadership to recognize that your humanity and your errors that you make are going to be seen by others in ways they haven't been before. But one of the requirements of sacred leadership is allowing yourself to be seen in the effort, to be seen in and disapproved of by others who are not for you, right? You're not for everyone. Some people will witness your offerings, will witness you in your medicine and in your calling, and you're not going to be for them, and that's okay. And sometimes those people let you know. And so you have to have the resiliency to get back up and keep going. One of the ways that we work with this particular type of resiliency in the temple that I'm creating, which is the Temple for Sacred Leadership called the Hearth, is through archetypal work. And archetypal work is one of the most transformational modalities that I'm aware of when it comes to healing and activating different parts of yourself that you need to activate, or softening other parts of yourself you need to soften in order to get to where you want to go, in order to heal what you want to heal, in order to feel the way that you want to feel. One of the archetypes, I'm going to see if I can actually pull this up for you. One of the archetypes that we work with is called the Huntress. And the Huntress is inspired by many different deities. One of them is Artemis. And Artemis happens to be part of the namesake of my daughter here. So it's kind of perfect that I happen to be here with her. All right, here's Artemis. If you're seeing this on video, I just pulled up an image of Artemis. There's so many different interpretations of her. Artemis is goddess of the hunt, and one of the beautiful symbols that she carries with her, she's also a goddess of the moon, but she has the bow and arrow. What's really cool about Artemis is that she not only is goddess of the hunt, but she also is protector. And so there is this pursuit, in the hunt, but also she's the protector of animals. She's the protector of the wild, of nature. And that is something that we hold within us, especially as sacred leaders. I think if we're able to embody that duality, right? The pursuit and the protection, and holding the discernment of when one area is required over the other. Artemis offers us that. The other piece with Artemis here that I want to name is with her bow and arrow. She is reminding us of what is required when we are looking to realize a vision, manifest a vision, achieve a goal. And if you've ever worked with a bow and arrow, you'll know that it requires a lot of muscular strength. It requires you to pull back on the sinew of the bow, and it's quite taut, so it requires that upper body strength. It requires the heart to open when you pull back. It also requires you to have clear focus and vision on where you want your arrow to land. And then the final piece of this that I love is the trust, because wind might come through, your arrow might not land exactly where you want it to, but this is the resiliency, right? There's a trust that it's landed where it's meant to, and also the ability to pull out another arrow and go again. So I want to encourage you with today's pep talk to allow yourself to be audacious in what you want. Allow yourself to be seen trying. Embody this huntress archetype of resiliency through the bow and arrow. And this is a lot of what, there's my black cat Salem. This is a lot of what we want to focus on together in the Hearth Temple. So I have archetype transmissions. There are many archetypes we work with. This is just one. The Huntress is just one. If you are curious to explore more about what this is, I would love to invite you to the Hearth. So the Hearth, as I said, is my temple for sacred leadership. We have many different parts of the Hearth, and it has all of the benefits of a business course and a community and the mentorship, but we have a space for daily devotion, moon cycle ceremonies, ceremonial initiation, and teaching through the philosophy and strategy, and so much more. I would love to invite you in. Go to hearthtemple.com or see the URL in the show notes. I'm so grateful for you joining me here today for Prosperity Pep Talks, and I can't wait to see you again very soon. Blessings to you.